Hello guys, welcome back to your favorite agricultural and agribusiness YouTube channel. On today's episode, we are going to be looking at the real difference between cocoa and oil palm farming. Because most of the time, particularly among people who newly want to go into tree crop farming, cash crop farming, who wants to go into something long term, they are usually at the crossroad of choosing between cocoa and oil palm. And many people will just advise them that, okay, why not go for cocoa? Why not go for oil palm without really asking some tangible questions before they can guide such people? Because it can be very, very dicey. Because these two crops are not the same thing at all. They are two different things. You can be looking at them like, say, okay, uh, oil palm, cocoa, they are both tree crop, they are both cash crop, they are both long-term something, but they are meant for different purposes. They are particularly in Africa and in Nigeria particularly, they are meant for two different set of people. So all this kind of thing is what I'll be discussing on today's episode. If you're watching this channel for the first time, my name is Lawal Alawa. I'm an agri consultant. I'm a farmer by training, by education, and by practice. And this channel is dedicated to promote sustainable and profitable agriculture. Now, one of the things we have to know about cocoa and oil palm, apart from their similarity is that, okay, they are both tree crop. They can also be both classified as a cash crop because these are economic tree. Do you get it? They are permanent crop, they are tree crop, they are economic tree, and they are both fit for long-term investment. But the problem now is that it fits into different set of people. Now, cocoa, for example, cocoa, for example, one of the difference between cocoa and oil palm, for example, is that cocoa have a kind of higher initial investment if you are comparing it with oil palm. In the short run, it have, because what the amount of trees you plant on an hectare, you plant about 1,200 trees of cocoa on an hectare compared to just 150 of what you plant on an hectare of oil palm. Do you get it? So cocoa have this kind of the higher initial investment. You need to invest a little bit higher when you are doing cocoa than the oil palm, at least for the short run. Now, to maintain 1,200 trees, you cannot compare it with 150 trees. The type of the amount of fertilizer you'll be using will be higher. Pesticide will be higher, and that is not to talk about shade crop. If you are doing cocoa, you have to bring what we call shade crop. Is either you are using papaya or you are using plantain. Some people also use cassava. Do you get it? These are the things you have to cultivate together. But in the short run, you spend more money managing an hectare of cocoa than what you spend in managing and establishing an hectare of oil palm. That's one thing you have to know. And another thing is that cocoa, for example, for somebody who cannot wait longer, do you get it? If you cannot wait a little bit longer than 2 years, cocoa is more fit for you than the oil palm, because cocoa will start fruiting in 2 years if you plant the hybrid, and by the fourth year it will get stable in production, which is not so for the oil palm. Oil palm will start fruiting by the third year, which is 1 year extra, and it will get stable in production by 6 years, 6 years, 7 years thereabout. So if you don't have, if you cannot wait a little bit more, cocoa is kind of, is still a long term something. The cocoa is kind of more suitable for you in that aspect. And the third thing that differentiates them is that, which is very, very important, many people don't know this, is that cocoa Cocoa is for people who are not ready to go the longer mile. Now, in cocoa farming, for example, in Nigeria, you can do your cocoa 1 acre, 2 acre, whatever size you are doing. All you need to concern yourself with is how to manage that cocoa farm. After managing that cocoa farm, harvest your cocoa every year, sun dry, and sell it as a raw material. You will make your money, no doubt about that. You will make your money, no extra stress. No extra stress. You will make your money and you will repeat the process every year. You come back, you repeat that process every year. But in oil palm, if you try and do that with oil palm, you will not make money because oil palm is an industrial crop which you need to industrialize. After managing your plantation, after establishing and managing your plantation, that is just like 50% of the work. You have to go further and establish a processing mill whereby you turn the raw material to product yourself. If you make the mistake of trying to sell your oil palm bunches, like the case of selling your raw cocoa, if you try to do that in oil palm, you will not even make your investment back. Talk less of making money. So oil palm is for people who have that industrial mindset. Do you get it? People who don't just want to make money, who want to industrialize, who want to employ people, add value to community, add value to people, who wants to employ people and create work, create employment for people, create products. Because you manage the farm and you manage a factory, a production factory. That is oil palm for you. You have to go the extra length. There is money in oil palm. You have access to variety of products. About 17 products if you take it industrially. But if you take it on the primary, on the surface level, you have access to about 3 to 4 products. The palm oil is there, the palm kernel oil is there, the palm kernel cake is there. You can turn your palm kernel shell, you can turn it into charcoal cubes. Do you get it? There are so many other things you can get. Your empty fruit bunch, you can turn it into black soap. So cocoa and oil palm, they are two different things. And managing a cocoa farm, some people say it can be a little bit tedious due to the fact that you have to deal with some pests and disease, spraying. But you do more work in the oil palm farming, in the oil palm industry, because after managing the farm, you still have to go and process those things into. So if you are somebody who doesn't have a thick skin, you are not ready to do the work, don't go for oil palm. Oil palm is not for faint-hearted people. You will get the work because diamond, you have to dig deeper before you come about diamond. So cocoa, you will get your money straight. The equation in cocoa farming is straightforward. That one is more straightforward than that of oil palm. Oil palm, you have to manage your farm and go further to do your processing. Don't make the mistake of selling your bunches as an oil palm farmer, except you are not interested in making the money in oil palm farming. With this, I've come to the end of today's episode, and I hope I've been able to shed more light to this topic. And I hope you've also gained something, you've gotten some value one way or the other from uh, this episode. And before I go, I would like to tell you once again that if you want to know about oil palm farming, the business and the science of oil palm farming, this is the book you need. This is Nigerian best-selling oil palm farming book. The title is build How to Build Generational Wealth Through Oil Palm Farming in Nigeria. It is an ultimate guide about the science and the business of oil palm farming, the management and how you do the processing and everything and how you run the business of oil palm farming. Look forward for my book on cocoa farming also. And possibly very, very soon I'll be dropping the book on cocoa farming. So thank you for your time and see you on the next one. Sheshe.